Brother Kashkwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akapadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, so this is just going to be a very quick lesson, a quick update. As you can see, live updates from CNN. It says more than 21,000 dead from the quake in Turkey and Syria. So what is this reporting? About 2-3 days now. The first day it was about 1,000, and it's jumped all the way up to 20,000 today, and I'm pretty sure it's going to continue rising. So it says what we're covering: more than 22. See, this is why I can't stand these platforms, especially CNN and shit like that. More than 21, and then you come down here, it says more than 22. So what is it? So really, it's probably more than 20,000. It's probably 40, 50,000 people dead right now. But we're only going to get what they give us. But still, that's a large number. And these are the numbers that we're going to have to start getting used to seeing coming up here now. Just wait. These numbers of 20,000, 30,000 are going to start happening in America. When you think earthquake here in America, you think California. So you're going to see a lot of this could possibly happen in California with them being on those fault lines and things of that nature. The next thing I do want to say too is, the Lord, this year so far, even though it's only been a month and a week, or a month and 2 weeks, the Lord is made this weather pretty odd, you could say, even though it's a good thing of what what's happening or whatnot, but it's been weird. You know what I'm saying? Tornadoes ripping through the South in the dead of spring. Dead of winter. You don't see that until the springtime hits. So when spring hits, ain't no telling what type of storms we're gonna see. Probably gonna see lightning storms that are purple and green. You know what I'm saying? So, because even this year, with the storms coming through here, I can speak for on the South. One time I saw a big vortex, that covered most of, Midwest America and then the Southeast America. So Florida, Alabama, Georgia, the Virginias, and then Midwest in the Dakotas, and you had Minnesota and Iowa and all, and Oklahoma and Texas, all of them. One side of the storm, states were getting pelted by snow and blizzard, and the second half, the lower half of the storm, was getting tornadoes. So it's like the same storm was creating a blizzard and tornadoes at the same time. That's just awkward. Let me keep it real. I've never seen anything like that of my 30 some odd years of living. You know what I'm saying? So so it's pretty the Lord is doing things with this weather. Of course Esau is going to claim that he's doing it with the harp instrument that he has, but ultimately that's of the Lord. Matter of fact, it's all good because he gave him the idea to make these things. But this is Psalm chapter 83 and 15. It says, so persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. And that's what the scriptures say. So make them afraid with thy storm. Let's go to Matthew 24 real quick. Let's go to Matthew 24. Hey man, and we're coming up into some times. You know what I'm saying? We're coming up into some times where we're gonna start seeing a lot of mass death. I'm gonna sit, keep it real. I told my rib about the earthquake, and she started watching some videos online, and she was like, oh my gosh, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to rebuke that spirit. It's not a oh my gosh, it's not a, no, this is supposed to happen. And you got to understand that these individuals, they're heathens at the end of the day. They're heathens. So this is a beautiful thing. So you got to switch your mindset. And we're coming into those times. And if you have a household, you got to let them know what the deal is. We're going to see more of this. You know, I did a lesson some time back, and I forgot what I named it. I think I named it, you know, judgment's going to become more personal, you know, to where, you know, people that you work with are going to start getting judged. And I'm talking about ultimate judgment. You see, I'm highlighting that word, you know, ultimate judgment, you know, family members, things of that nature. We're coming into that time, like, where the Lord's, that, like I was saying, we've been saying in plenty of our lessons, the Lord's grace, the light at the end of the tunnel is starting to darken. You know what I'm saying? Or that light at the, you know, the crack of the door. You know, the door is about to fully shut. It ain't gonna be no more light. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, it's not gonna be any more mercy. It's not gonna be any more grace or liberty to get this truth, or to get right with the Heavenly Father, or get on his side, or kiss the Son lest he be angry. Now it's just going to be the Son is going to be angry. So the ones who have been kissing him and keeping themselves in the love of the Most High, like it says in the book of Jude, you know, those are going to want to be protected. But everybody else, you're going to see judgment get real fucking personal. You know, so when we see 20,000 people die, okay, you know, that's what the scriptures say. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines." So when you see people starting to die of famines, you know what I'm saying? People can't eat and starting to resort to cannibalism. Don't sit here and be like, "Oh no, I can't believe." No, this is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, having all that empathy and sympathy for people around the world is the shit that's going to get you jacked up, okay? Because nobody cares about you. You should only care about a handful of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be your immediate family, your you know, mother or father, if you're close with them, you know, brother or sister, if you're close with them. But ultimately for us, the brotherhood, because those are the really only individuals who got your back. So, you know, men who have wives and children and are listening to this lesson, you should only be relying on your father or your husband, all right, which is that prophet that's been prophesying this. That's who I'm speaking to. You know what I'm saying? You know, families of prophets. Can't really trust anybody else. So it ain't no, oh my gosh, 21. No, fuck that. This is supposed to happen. Re-gear your mind, because this is going to be seen way more often than just one time. You know, some shit can happen in the UK to where 10,000 people get smoked. But the Lord preserves, you know, the ones who are on the highways and byways over in Europe. I'm saying all of Europe because there are brothers, you know, out there preaching, you know, who preserve those brothers, but 10,000 around them die. You know what I'm saying? That's the script in the book of Psalm. 10,000 shall fall at thy right hand. Let me see. 1 second. Yeah, Psalm 91. Let me get that real quick. Psalm 91 and 7. It says, so reading a verse like this should not make you react to more than 21,000 dead from the quake in Turkey and Syria, and it react in a way of, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. No, this is Psalm 91 and 7. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So you're going to see thousands of people around you drop fucking dead. Maybe from, you know, I don't know, 10 tornadoes ripping through one city, or an earthquake like we just saw in Syria, Turkey, or, you know, people freezing to death from a blizzard, or a landslide or earthquake in California, or people drowning from a flood, 10,000 dead from a flood, but it didn't happen to you. You may have been in the vicinity of it, but the Lord protected you. Your car or your house may have got swept away, but you didn't, and your family didn't. He protected y'all. You might be in a little situation, but your eyes are still open. A lot of these people's eyes are going to be shut. Like 20,000 of these people, these heathens in Turkey and Syria, their eyes are shut. So you shouldn't feel any fucking way about this. So it says, what are we covering? It says more than 22,000 people have been killed and 10,000 injured after the magnitude 7.8 earthquake. And that's only one. It was back-to-back earthquakes over 7.0 on the Richter scale. It says struck Turkey on Syria on Monday, official says. So that happened Monday. It is currently February 10th, Friday. Okay? So Monday was on the 6th. And when it first got reported on the 6th, it said only up to 1,000. All right? Or like 1,100 confirmed dead. Now it's 22,000 confirmed dead. All right? So it's rescue workers are racing against time to pull survivors from the rubble. Look, man, some of them survivors that are under the rubble are probably suffocating to death, dying as we speak, dying of starvation, under the rubble, haven't eaten or drinking for a week. This number is going to go, it's going to skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pull out my last precept so we understand what's going on. This is Psalm chapter 9 and 19. It says, arise, O Lord Yahweh, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. So this is another indication of why you shouldn't be feeling no fucking type of way about this. This is prophecy. This is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Because also, this is a fulfillment of Psalm 91 and 7. Yes, this is tens of thousands, but it didn't come nigh to us. I don't care if it was on the other side of the world. Okay? So this is the heathen being judged in the Lord's sight. So verse 20 is the point. Another point. It says, put them in fear. All right? Because even if the Lord did do this. But I'm just going to speak. Even if the Lord did this, these people in Turkey and Syria are still not recognizing the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So he's going to have to do more destruction to get these people to recognize, what the real is. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to see more of this. Psalm 9 and 20 says, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Right. Selah. Because these other nations think they somebody. Okay? When they're nobodies. Simply put, think they're somebody, but they're nobodies. This is 2 Thessalonians. I'm going to stop it here. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Really this is speaking about Esau. But these other nations be thinking they God too. You know what I'm saying? And Psalm 9 and 20 is telling them, let the nations know to themselves to be but men. They think they're gods, but you're just a mortal man that can be squished like a little ant on the pavement. And literally 22,000 people just got squished, squashed, squeezed by some rubble. When I don't know if you ever seen it or heard it, you ever seen someone jump off a building and fall on the ground? It makes a loud popping sound. It's like the body just pops. If you ever seen, because I'm seeing these things. You ever seen someone get squished? It makes a popping and crunching sound. So Lord presses his finger on you, and you're gonna pop. All right, that's what happened to 22,000 of these heathens here. Okay, and rightfully so, because in the ancient time, Turkey and Syria had us in slavery. So fuck them too. Just like it's F these Edomites. And I hope I see 22,000 Edomites perish in some type of way as well. All right? Because they exalt themselves above the Most High and call themselves the Most High. It says, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So the Lord is going to just show them that they're but men. All right. And it's going to be a beautiful thing to see. We're going to see some more judgment coming here soon. So Lord willing, now is edifying. Just a quick update on this. This is updated today. As you can see, it's live updates from CNN. 21,000 dead in Turkey and Syria. You know, and of course you can get into the geopolitical things that Turkey is doing. Gomer. That's Gomer in the scriptures when you read, what's that? Ezekiel 38. That's Gomer. All right. You can see what they're doing with the NATO, EU, all that good stuff, and how they're hindering process with Sweden and things of that nature. And there's been a lot of protests, and then all of a sudden, 2 earthquakes hit. All right, come on now. This more than likely could have been a weaponry attack from these Edomites on Syria and Turkey. You see what I'm saying? Which is going to result in retaliation from Russia. Okay, I mean, we're just seeing things play out, because this reminds me of back in 2020 when Lebanon got hit with that big old they call it, oh, it was some fireworks. The dumbest fucking excuse. Oh my gosh. Matter of fact, let me pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. In Beirut, Lebanon. Motherfucker blew the fuck up. Let me see. 1 second. Bear with me. Here we go. It reminded me of this.
Extraordinary images tonight of deadly.
They said they was blaming this on some fireworks. Damn fireworks blowing up like this.
Extraordinary images.
And then right before this happened, I think Lebanon, or whatever, had did something to Israel. I forgot. I have to look more into it. But then, like a few days later, this happened. And right here was where it exploded. It was one of a prominent port that was used often, that they blew up, man. This was a missile strike, man. Ain't no explosion doing that, man. That's a missile strike.
Extraordinary images tonight of deadly explosions felt by millions in Lebanon. Blasts that shook a city and injured thousands. This was the first, coming just after 6 in the evening at Beirut's main port, sending up a plume.
Yeah, you heard that? At Beirut's main port. So they blew up a main port in Beirut, Lebanon. But this was right after, I think, something was done to Israel. And then all of a sudden, it was some firecrackers. Fucking fireworks that do this big of an explosion.
Of thick smoke. Beneath it, fires
this is a
raging,
beautiful sight too. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
Filmed by nearby residents. None of them could have guessed.
That's crazy, because you see all them cars and people walking down there, dead, dead.
What would happen next? A second massive explosion that some described as like an earthquake. A mushroom cloud of debris and seawater blasted into the air. The detonation was heard 200 miles away in at least 2 other countries.
I saw something flash and I couldn't hear anymore. It was raining glass all over the.
Yep. It says it killed dozens and injured thousands, man. So we gonna see more of that type of things. But Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all glory, all praise to you, how Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Hakapadash. You know, and like always, repent for Yahushua is coming back sooner than what me and you believed. Shalom.